why did you decide to get involved with Metarebels and
get an NFT? So like I was telling you when we met the first time and we were doing the live, that I had been trying to find out about the metaverse and the crypto world for the past few years, and I kind of now had more of a understanding on what it is. And since I am always pushing the boundaries and I'm always kind of standing up for what I believe in, I'm very vocal about certain issues and causes. I talk about, I was very vocal about my sexual harassment incident, so part of the Me Too movement. I did speak up a lot about child abuse over the last few years. In fact, a film of mine was released in March, and it's banned in Pakistan, but it is about a serial killer from Pakistan who kidnapped and tortured and killed 100 children. It is a true story of an actual serial killer from Pakistan, horror story. So I am playing the cop who investigates the entire
I totally want to see this.
You will be able to when it is released on some OTT platform.
Okay.
Not yet. Or maybe we put it on the metaverse later.
Well, see, that's the thing, because you control the rules.
Yeah, but if I make a song or if I make my own short film, then I can release it or launch it in the metaverse. So anyway, so I'm really vocal about things and I really stand up for what I believe in, and I am considered a rebel in this world, I mean in the physical world already. So that's why I decided that it comes naturally. It is the natural next step for me to actually be a Metarebel in the metaverse. But I do want to launch my own store in the metaverse for my skincare brand, and maybe create more interesting spaces as well in the future. So that's why I got one.
Have you always been considered a rebel, or is this something that kind of developed over time?
I think my mom has always considered me a rebel since I was a little kid.
What were you doing?
Everything that she didn't want me to do. No, not everything, that's a lie. So my mom is a single parent. My dad died when I was a year old, and I've been raised by a single mom, me and my brother. And she was a very scared, anxious parent, because in Pakistan, she's a single woman raising 2 children, and Pakistan is not a very easy place for women as it is. And then you're a single woman raising 2 children, because it is a bit of a misogynistic society. And my mother was very scared when we were growing up, because there's no father to back you, or there's no man of the house. So she basically wanted me to get a great education, which we did get, thank you mama. But she also wanted me to just study. She's like, that's it, study, grades, do something with your life. Whereas I wanted to sing and dance and paint and do theater and puppetry and do everything under the sun. Yeah, I've done that too. I learned how to make puppets.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So when I was in school, I was a part of all the extracurricular activities happening, and my mom was like, how do I control this child? I couldn't be controlled. But my grades never suffered. So I was on top of my class and I was doing all of this. And that continued through college. And when I went to art college and I graduated in painting, my thesis was very controversial. That's where the rebellion started from.
Go on.
I painted myself in a couple of paintings, and my mom was horrified, but my brother was very supportive. And then I started acting by default, started getting a lot of work, started acting, moved to another city alone, which is unheard of.
Not normal in Pakistan.
Women don't really, girls are not living alone before they're married. I mean, after they're married, they're not alone anyway.
Right.
So girls rarely live alone. So it was really like a huge step that I moved to another city and I started sharing an apartment with 2 other girls. So technically I wasn't alone. Now I live alone because my mother trusts me now. She's finally at peace. She's like, okay, my daughter's grown up. She can make her own decisions. She's fine. She's not that scared.
She's learned to embrace your rebellious nature.
She's like, okay, God is protecting her. So I've always been a rebel, and I'm very vocal about things that I believe in.
You know, it's great because you're rebelling in this really positive way to help progress things forward and fighting for what you believe in, and people have identified with that a great deal. I once rebelled by not picking up a wardrobe that they wanted me to pick up. I was acting in this drama series.
Right.
They wanted me to pick up a wardrobe, and I was like, no! And I was like, I shall not! And I rebelled against that production. And then I was no longer acting in that show.
Ooh.
But I stood up
You're happy with
for what I believed in.
Yes.
And I feel like because of that trail that I have blazed in Singapore, now I feel less actors have to pick up their wardrobes.
Well done.
Yeah. Obviously, what you said was way better. Guys, thanks so much for joining Ayesha and I. It's been a pleasure chatting to you guys about everything that's going on in this crazy new world of NFTs and metaversing. To get more information on what it is that we have been chatting about, just go to metaasiacelebs.io, and there's going to be a nice little website up there with all kinds of information.
Amazing. And we will catch you guys in the metaverse. Bye.